welcome back my fellow invaders to another How to World v Worlds video. In this video we will be covering the Eternal Battlegrounds, the terminologies of each objective and what they mean and how this map works. So let's get straight to it. I will go to the map and I will show you what everything means. So Eternal Battlegrounds is technically shaped in a triangle formation because there are 3 servers in a matchup. So if you have what you can technically draw, if you look at the screen, you could draw a sort of like a triangle in this way. As you can see, you can draw a triangle between the 3 waypoints, aka the 3 spawns. Now the red spawn is at the north bit at the very top, then you have the green spawn which is in the bottom left, and then you have the blue spawn which is in the bottom right. Now each of these servers have their own keep, towers and camps dedicated to their side of the triangle, and that is called a corner. So you have the green corner over here, the blue corner over here, and you have the red corner over here. Now, each corner comes with their own keep, camps, and towers. Now, each corner has 2 camps, 4 towers, and 1 keep. So you have, if I zoom into the red corner, you have the 2 camps over here and the 4 towers here, and then the keep in the middle. The keep is known as red keep or overlook, as it says over here, red keep or overlook. Then you have the 4 towers, which are known as Veloka Slope or Veloka, Ogre Watch Cut or Ogre sometimes, or OW for Ogre Watch or just Ogre Watch, Anzalius Pass, known as Anzalius or Anza, and then you have Menden's Gap, usually known as Menden's. And then with the camps you have Pangloss Rise or Pangloss and Spelden Clearcut, usually known as Spelden. It's quite simple. You usually just use the first word in every objective except for the keep, which is usually the last word because the first words are the server names. Then you have let's go to the green corner. In the green corner you have the Seafarers Rest Lowlands, so that's lowlands or green keep. You have Alden's Ledge or Alden's, Jerifer's Slough or Jerry as people usually call it, Cloven Gully or Cloven, and Wild Creek Run or Wild Creek or WC. Now for the camps you have Rogue's Quarry, known as Rogues or RQ, and then Golanta Clearing, usually known as Golanta. If you go to the blue corner, you have the Valley or the Blue Keep. Then you have a Bravos Escarpment or Bravos, Langer Gulch or Langer, Quinton Lake, known as Quinton or QL, or Durius Gulch, which is usually known as Durius. And then you have the camps Umberglade Woods, known as Umberglade, and then Danelon Passage, known as Danelon. Now, what makes this map stand out from the Borderlands is the big structure in the middle, known as Stone Mist Castle. And Stone Mist Castle is usually known as Stone Mist, SM, or SMC, depending on what server or region you're from, EU or NA. From what I gather, us in EU, we usually call it SM. Now, what makes this map good is it is the most simple of the maps. There is a lot to do. There is more structures and things to capture than other maps, like say the Borderlands, and it's usually the most active one. That's why a lot of the newer players or players that don't go into World vs World often go into Eternal Battlegrounds because this is just the most accessible map. And there's a lot of things you can do. Is instead of just like fighting for objectives and taking camps, there's also 3 other things called Mercenary Camps, and I know you've already noticed them, which are there's one over here, one over here, and one over here. Now these all pretty much are in between 2 of the groups. You always have one that connects the red and the green and the blue, and then the blue and the red, so they're all connected. Now this one, Molvekian Delve, there we go, can't even pronounce it myself, is the Dredge Camp. So there's a bunch of dredge here, and if they are neutral like they are now, you have to kill destroyers and save the dredge from the destroyers, and then they will take camps for you. Like if they're on your side, they will send out a group of dredge to Spelden and Rogues, always 2 of the nearest camps. if you go here, Dark Crate Inlet, there is a Highlight camp here, and the Highlight is pretty much the same idea, except you have to defend them from crate, and they will then, if you have this captured for your server, they will go towards Danilon and towards Galanta. And what they will do is, like, they will take the camp if it's not yours, and they will defend the camp if it is yours. And Orgath on Uplands is where the ogres are. You have to defend them from harpies, and they will go to Pangloss. That's a wrong arrow. And they will go to Umberglade, and we'll defend it there. Now, the best thing about EB, Eternal Battleground EB, or EBG, so people usually call it, is that, like I said before, it's very accessible. A lot of people go here. It's a bigger map, and it feels like there's always action going on everywhere, and you can always go and roam around and fight people and all that stuff. And it's just the most active of the maps, and the most competitive of the maps, because this is a map that is not owned by, not home to any server. EBG is the map where everybody goes, and with this, there will always be 3 big groups at least fighting each other, and then you have tons of smaller groups as well. So this is always the most accessible of the maps. Now, I hope that this quick video has helped you understand all the terms of Eternal Battlegrounds. Hope that you understand now when people say, "Oh, go Anza, go QL," kind of that stuff, like, so you can understand what's going on in the map chat. And for all you new players, I recommend to you to go here first. And now, while I'm getting trolled by a guildmate, but like, I recommend that you go to this map first to learn everything and to understand the fighting systems. This is the most accessible of the maps. This is the most active of the maps on every server, and I recommend that you start here. Now, I appreciate that you guys are watching this video. I hope that you stayed until the end, and if you did, good for you. Now, please subscribe to me on this channel, like the video if you did it, comment if you have any questions or any insights that I should mention, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Now, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.